I'm Nikki Davis. I'm one of the owners here, co-founder of Zulu Grille. We started 5 years ago. Our first location was in Lehigh at Point of the Mountain. So basically, I'll rewind and give a little bit of the history of why we started 5 years ago. But my business partner and I were trying to think of what kind of business can we create where people would do good by doing something they do every day, eat a meal. We wanted to create what we call a social impact business. So a business that not only produces an awesome product, but does good in the world. Mm-hmm. And he had visited South Africa in 2010 and just fell in love with this amazing cuisine, piri piri chicken. It's like fall off the bone, super flavorful. Mm-hmm. And both of us had spent a lot of our careers working in Africa. We're actually both international attorneys.
Oh, cool.
Or it's kind of our that's how we started out. And and he came back from South Africa from the World Cup. He was like, Nikki, let's start a restaurant. It's like, what? We are not these cool entrepreneurs that start fun restaurants. Well, fast forward several years, we're brainstorming what we can do to make the world a better place. We decided it's time. Let's create this restaurant built to do good, that serves delicious African cuisine and that does good in the world. And the way that we do that is we have a meal for meal program where for every meal that we sell here at Zulu, we give a meal to a child in need. And I went to South Africa again about 5 years ago and vetted a bunch of different organizations to find one that really resonated with us. And I met the director of it. Her name's Mama Kane. Just the most amazing lady I think I've ever met, probably in my whole life. And she started an organization, really just happenstance. She saw these 4 girls outside her apartment complex. She asked them what they were doing one day. They said they were there on behalf of their pimps and their drug lords. She said, take me to them. They were like, whoa, no, that's too risky. Well, she went directly up to them and she said, don't you ever lay a finger on them again. And she took them into her own home with her own children. That grew into 16 more girls coming in to live with her. Since then, she's rescued 11,000 girls from trafficking and is the legal guardian of every single one of them.
Wow.
Like she's their mom.
Yeah.
And the homes operate like a home, like a family. Like the older girls help the younger girls do nighttime routines and brush their teeth and get ready for bed and read stories. And in the mornings, the older girls help the younger girls make their lunches and get breakfast and get dressed and get their hair done. Yeah. Like they have chores. They all go to school, and they've also created micro businesses to help empower the girls to know that they can actually create their own business and their own livelihood, and that they have very, very viable, wonderful avenues to create a life for themselves that are completely different from their past. And it's just amazing to see the transformation in these girls. So once I start talking about it, I just go. So stop me.
Great. No.
But we call ourselves a social impact restaurant, and we serve African fusion. So what that means is African herbs and spices on typical American dishes. Mm-hmm. And the basis of our sauce and everything that we have in here, the flavor we have in here, is called the African bird's eye chili pepper. Okay. It's the piri piri pepper. And it is this delicious, delicious pepper that comes from South Africa. And that's infused in everything we have here. And so our sauce is made up of about 20 different herbs and spices, varying heat levels from mild, medium, hot, what we call Africa hot. That's like really hot. But it's not just spice, it's flavorful spice.
Yes.
It's not just burn your face off, kick. You can actually still taste what you're eating, and it's just packed with flavor. So we started 5 years ago, And it's been a wild ride, but it's been fun.
So what made you open a location in South Jordan?
Yeah, so we were actually we got through COVID, which was rough and tough on all of us. But we knew we were looking for a drive-through because it just really shifted a lot of our model. And so we were looking for drive-throughs all over. We wanted to be in a residential area because our Lehigh location is in a highly densely populated business area. So we wanted to traverse out into the suburbs, a little bit more into neighborhoods, and basically get more access to families and just a different clientele, and just say, we know our food is delicious with families, kids. We have kids in here every day. We have kids' meals that are delicious. We have moms that come up to us and they'll say, my kid is such a picky eater, but he loves Zulu. And so we just wanted to, get our feet wet in a bunch of different demographics. So we saw this spot and we just thought, what a great corridor here on Redwood Road. So we went for it. We've got a drive-through, and that was a key component. It was a new build, so there was just a dirt plot here. So we built it up and designed it all and built it out ourselves, and super happy with how it all came together.
Works out for me.
Yeah, right.
So you talked about how everything on your menu has the piri piri chili in it.
Yeah.
Is your menu pretty allergy friendly, special diet friendly?
Very, very allergen friendly. We actually are very, very popular amongst specifically gluten-free folks. We get a lot of gluten-free folks in here because basically you can get anything in here gluten-free except for our gumbo.
Oh, okay.
But you can get a sandwich with a gluten-free bun. Really almost everything on our menu is gluten-free. We've got a lot of vegan options. Vegetarian, you can sub portobello mushroom for chicken on any one of our dishes.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, we've got an allergen list that shows, how much of soy or gluten or, anything else is in every dish. So we're very privy to that. Also, we're a very healthy establishment. But sometimes people think, oh, healthy food, gross. It's not going to have any flavor. Wrong. Yeah. It is packed with flavor. It is definitely healthy and won't leave you feeling like, ugh, like you're just toast for the rest of the day. But it's packed with flavor. So it's, win-win.
Awesome. Super accessible and yummy.
Yeah.
And you don't feel like crap after.
Right. Exactly.
So in the 5 years, have you had any super memorable customer experiences or?
Actually today, I was at our Lehigh store for some meetings this morning, and our very first customer came in.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And I was like, I was about to leave to come here actually, and I saw him and I was like, dude, you were our first customer. And he was like, no way, you remember that? I said, I have a picture with you. I still have the dollar you paid with, and so that was super fun. He was like, I come in here all the time. He just works in the business park there. So he's been a regular. His name's Steve. Just awesome. That was a fun experience, to just happen to be in there at the right time and to see our very first customer. That was a fun experience that happened today. I have so many memorable experiences. That's what makes this job awesome, is getting to interact with such awesome people every day. We love our customers. They're what make us tick. It's so fulfilling when people hear about our mission, want to be part of it, care about it, are excited about it. They enjoy our food. They like it. They're ambassadors for us. They tell their friends about it. And our philosophy here is called Ubuntu, the African philosophy of Ubuntu. And that's, I am because of you. Okay. And you are because of me. That we all need each other. We're in this together. So to feel like that with our customers is super, super fulfilling.
That's awesome.
We had 4 guys from Nigeria who were exchange students. They were doing a semester abroad at one of the trade schools in Lehigh, or it was just off the commuter train for them. They came every single day. They got a half chicken platter with an extra side of rice because our yellow rice, that makes me feel just like home, this meal. And they would just devour it. And they're like, thank you so much for providing a meal that makes us feel still connected to home, even though we were so far away. And that's just awesome, you know, like
so cool.
Bringing a piece of the wonderful, beautiful culture that has changed my business partner and my lives. And we have our third co-founder is South African. He's there in South African. His name's Sandile Makasi. And he meets together with our partnership with Homophobe. He meets with them regularly, keeps up on them. But it's just nice to bring a piece of culture that has changed our lives here and then have other people, you know, people who've been to South Africa or other, just the other night, a gentleman came in who had just gotten back from West Africa. He's like, oh, this is, you know, just brings me right back. And it's just wonderful to bring beautiful aspects and pieces of just, you know, not only South Africa, but West Africa, just all over African ideals. And you'll see the art. We brought all of this, like I brought this back in my suitcase. I know that the painter back there, I don't know if you can see it in the frame, but all of the art that we have here comes from artisans that we know in Africa. All of our decor doesn't come from Hobby Lobby or Harmons. It came from Africa. So just to bring a piece of that here and to have, you know, natives actually love it and be excited to have a piece of their culture here is very fulfilling.
And so different than a lot of what we have.
Totally. Yes. Very unique.
But it's
very
awesome.
Unique.
So cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your favorite thing on the menu? What's your go-to?
Oh my gosh, it seems to. I am not even a salad person, but our piri piri salad knocks it out of the park. Like it has so many delicious ingredients that just it's like a flavor explosion in your mouth every bite. It's delicious. That is my typical go-to. Yesterday, I had our crispy chicken sandwich with bacon, and as I'm eating it, I said out loud, "Everyone, this is the best chicken sandwich ever in my life." And we've won Best of Utah awards for it and everything. And it's just our chicken bowl is our best seller. It's delicious. That's got our African yellow rice, which has the yellow raisins that make it sweet and savory at the same time. I mean, we have a very simple menu, but everything is, in my opinion, just delicious. And we have a lot of customers that'll come in and they'll be like, I've been here a bunch of times, but I've only ever had the chicken bowl.
Yeah.
Or I've only ever had this salad, or, you know, and be like, it's very, very, very common that happens because people come in, they'll love what they have, and they don't want to stray from it.
Yeah.
They'll get that the next time. So we have a very simple menu. We intentionally made a small menu because we wanted every item. We wanted to perfect every item, right? Like we want every item to be just grab you and make you want to come back. It's a very unique flavor. So it's hard to pick. Our sandwich is just out of this world. I love our wings too. Gosh, our wings are amazing. I get them with our lemon garlic sauce, which just to me is super, super flavorful and delicious. It's hard to pick, but I think, I mean, I regularly crave our salad and our sandwich. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's hard to pick.
No, it's good. It's good. You've been eating it for 5 years.
Yes, it's true. It's absolutely.
That says something.
I know. It is delicious. And I do crave it. Like, I just wish but you know, we can't, I do come in a lot more often than the average customer, but, you know, we can't be open everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, we will one day.
Yeah.
But we'll get there.
Awesome. So yeah, that's I guess my last question is what's next for Zulu? You're getting established here, pretty established here.
Yes. Getting ourselves established here in South Jordan and then moving to our next area. We're scouting out a few areas right now. We've looked downtown Salt Lake. I don't know if that's going to work out, but you know, it's definitely a viable option. Sandy Draper is an awesome location. Saratoga Springs is developing very quickly. You know, it's hard to find the right place at the right time, but
absolutely,
we'll be patient and
I think eventually you'll probably just hit them all, right?
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. It's just what order.
Yeah.
Provo-Orum, we get people all the time. Oh, please open one in Provo-Orum. Up north, further toward Layton, Kaysville, get people asking, please open one up there. We get people. We had someone from Arizona the other day. Can you open one in Arizona? Someone from Oregon actually last week who said, "Hey, if you ever want a franchise, hook me up." They were just. It was a family visiting from Oregon. They said, "Here's my card. Give me a call if you ever expand." So. We'll grow, just at the right pace, at the right time.
Yeah.
But yeah,
perfect. Well, thank you so much for doing this. It's been really fun.
Absolutely.
And yeah, you're definitely easy to approach, and your staff is so nice. And everybody's just amazing. It's a really fun place to be. So.
Well, good. We want you to feel like you're walking into a big hug.
Yes.
When you walk in the doors, and everyone's friends, family here. So that's the hope.
That's really cool. Well, good job, and I appreciate it. So thank you.
Thanks.
All right.
Thank you, sir.